Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I am Ken Ochonogo. Apologies, we should have been here last week, but then the people of Anambra has to make a choice, and it was their choice that they made, and that was why we're not here. So the world has to see how transparent the process is, and we hope that probably every other state will go the same way that is. But for us in sports, we are back on Sunday on our time, and I hope that next time that elections was to take place, probably it will be in 2023, and we don't know what to do. But then the Super Eagles just a step closer to Qatar because they still need to qualify from the group after beating Liberia 2-0 on a neutral turf right there in Tanja in Morocco. 2 penalty goals won by Osimhen, and the second by the captain who just came in, Ahmed Musa, and it was we say at the end we say it was a comfortable 2-0 win. But then other teams have already arrived in Qatar, while in Africa we need to get the 10 from each group, the group leaders. There are no second choice bids. Of course, we have to go to the other. After then, it is after this before we talk about our cities to see who can get it. It is possible. When we're talking about the sixth place, Africa is presenting 5, so that is what it is as at now. 10 group leaders will clash. And then from there, we shall have 5 that will represent Africa. In the winter World Cup, the first ever World Cup that will be November, December. It has never happened before, but the world evolves. And so it is with time. If those in the cold region come to your hot region, you should also go to their region. Those in the hot region also go to the cold. And that is how it is going to be. But then there are a lot of things that we are going to see in Qatar. So we'll prepare your mind to it. But these are just the road to Qatar. Not just Africa, Europe, South America, CONCACAF, Asia, Oceania, everybody has to be there. So in our own here in Africa, we shall look at the results and also look at the next matches and possibility of the teams that will qualify. We shall also look at the Europe. And in South America, the ever-present one, they are there already since inception in 1930 in Uruguay. One country has never missed the World Cup, and right now they have qualified unbeaten. The Samba boys from Brazil have already qualified to go to go over there. And the second most successful team also in the world, which is Germany, have also qualified. The number 1 ranked team in the world, Belgium, has qualified. So I tell you, the qualification is all going. Denmark, they qualified. But I tell you this, some people are crying that it is difficult for them to go to qualify. Why others are crying because they don't want to concede a goal? Because the Danish goalkeeper Schmeichel just conceded 1 goal after they've scored 30, and he was not happy with himself. That why should he concede? He wanted to create a record of his nation qualifying for the World Cup without conceding a single goal. So I tell you this, what do they say? Some people are crying because they have no shoes. Others are crying because even they have the shoes, they don't have toes to put them on. But here they are saying the luxury, we want to qualify for the World Cup without conceding a goal. I wish someday Nigeria would get that at that level where qualifying for the World Cup is not the problem. It is how we qualify in style, not by pressing our calculator to do that. So we shall look at some of those matches today. To be a lot of World Cup draws that we are going to take here. We'll also talk a little bit of basketball, because the letters, it is the season of letters. We read some letters to you 2 weeks back between the federation and the ministry. The thing is still flying. But this night, I don't know whether it is the people who have a federation, the basketball federation on board, if it was to the caretaker, maybe the caretaker has been dissolved. So we don't know what is there. FIBA has communicated, and they communicated to somebody. So we shall find out who that person is and how they are getting this thing resolved. Because our basketballer will be going for a competition, and the thing is now who is saddled with the responsibility, who can present the team. FIBA want to say Nigeria cannot present, Nigeria can present. I don't know. They will be representing Nigeria, but they say it is the federation that will present. And then so if the federation is presenting and we don't have a federation, because they also accepted when they have a caretaker committee, they accepted a caretaker committee. So a lot of these politics are going on. We don't want to be involved in who is right or who is wrong. We don't do that here. We just believe that things can be sorted out the right way, and then Nigeria Nigerian snail will not be be carried into the mud. It is not right to do that. So basically, that is why we come in here and we appear as peacemakers, trying to say, guy, don't do this. This is ridiculous. You can accept this. You can make this sacrifice. And then when we do that, we move on. Last week also, like we said, there were two great fights. One in the octagon, the other in the rope square. And then it was our own Kamaru Usman. Covington took the first fight on a very short notice. So he said, I'm coming back. And when I come back, you shall see the Ray Covington. He did come back, and we saw the Ray Covington. I don't know what the result is. And also in boxing, we have a lot of world champions. We also have maybe like WBA, a European champion, a linear champion, unified champion, undisputed champion. So all these things are all there. But this one would have started with you last week. I would say we cannot deny you this. I want to start it from those fights today. We want to start with our own Kamaru Usman, how he did it, and who best to do that with us than Tunde Koiki. Hello, Tunde, how are you? Is Tunde there?
I'm here.
I know that you are there. I can see you. So I wanted to see you also that you are there. Tunde, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Ken.
Yes. We would have done this last week. It was hot. We were ready. And suddenly they told us we cannot. But right here, it can only be delayed. It can't be denied. So here we are. Take us through that. Before that fight, before Kamaru's fight, I was very confident and yourself. And sometimes, maybe I don't want to be reading your post this day, because when I read your post, I get, I start thinking along your line. But when I started watching that fight, Tunde, please, let's be sincere. There were some times that I was afraid for Cameroon. And that guy seemed dangerous. And this is maybe sometimes we just want just hit from somewhere, and then you are flat. So please, can you just take us through that fight first? Any misgivings? Are you seeing a third fight, the way that thing ended? Because it's like, I don't know. But let us hear from you. You are the expert.
Well, Ken, it was a really good fight. It was a fight that everybody expected, the way everybody expected to pan out. The first time these two men met, it was all about striking, all about throwing punches. It was not attempts at takedowns. It was just two men who are just out to damage each other. But I think because of the first fight and how close it was, I think both of them now had a healthy respect of each other's talent. So that was why someone like Kobe Covington changed his training, his coaching crew from American top team to MMA Masters. He tried to switch it up a little, tried to mix up his talents by employing grappling as well as striking. And that's why you saw he went for 11 takedown attempts, failed in every single one of them, while Kamaru Usman went for just one takedown attempt, and he was successful with that single one. And also, Kamaru Usman showed that he's still a phenomenal striker. In the first time that both of them met, was all about striking. Kamaru landed 360, landed 48% of his total strikes, while Kobe Covington landed 36. But in the second fight, Kamaru also landed another 41%, while Kobe, he didn't improve, he actually decreased to 38%. So it's he also improved to 38%. But the thing about it is Kamaru Usman just shows that he keeps getting better and better and better. And that's the thing about him. He's just a phenomenal striker. In this particular fight, he landed 123 out of 293 significant strikes. That was particularly key because Kobe also landed a lot, but he didn't land as many as Kamaru. He landed just 107 out of 281. So you can see the difference in terms of output from Kamaru and Kobe Covington. If Kobe probably fought any other fighter, the sheer work rate, the sheer volume would have overwhelmed a lesser fighter. But Kamaru Usman is, he's a welterweight champion for a reason, because he's the best man in the division, and he has proven that once again by overwhelming Kobe Covington. You asked whether there will be a third fight. Not immediately, no. But because the way Kobe Covington fights and the way he continues to put himself, he's definitely ranked in the top 4. So he would always be in the conversation. If he climbs back up, he gets another title shot. Of course, he'll face Kamaru Usman. Possibly in a third fight, but not anytime soon, because there are a lot of other contenders. Vicente Luque is there. Gilbert Burns also wants another crack at the title as well. There's Leon Edwards there as well. And there's also the rising star of the welterweight division, that's Hamza Chimaev, who's on an incredible winning streak right now. But for Colby Covington, he'll have to bide his time before he can get another crack at Kamaru Usman.
Okay, you saw, okay, you talked about Kamaru, of course. He said, look, put respect to my name. He has earned it. Pound for pound, one of the best you can think of, one of the best the strikers you can, there. What is next for him? Should he go up? Should he, move up with, or remain where he is? Or maybe take on a boxer, make some money, maybe Floyd Mayweather or whatever. I mean, that is where the money is. I mean, the Jake Pauls of this world are making so much money. So probably, what direction do you think he is going next?
Yeah, it's interesting. You said some two key things there. One of them was, should he move up in weight? Move up into the middleweight category. Logically, that would be the sound thing to do. But he said it many times and very clearly that as long as Israel Adesanya is still the king of the middleweight division, he is not interested in moving up to middleweight. He has said it very clearly that he would rather have two Nigerians with two belts in the UFC than one Nigerian with two belts. And I think that's very honorable of him. So he's now left just dealing with every other person, lapping them in that middle welterweight division. Fighting a boxer, it's very interesting you should say that, because that's really where the money is. For this win over Colby Covington, Kamaru got $750,000. But on the same night that Canelo Alvarez defeated Caleb Plant, he walked away with $40 million. So you can see the gulf in income that these people are making. I mean, people like Jake Paul are willing to put $10 million on the table to fight someone like Tommy Fury, who is still a novice boxer as it is. Logically, that's an interesting thing that would happen if Floyd Mayweather were interested. But Canelo Alvarez is all about boxing. He's not interested in sideshows, as it were. He wants to solidify his legacy as the best boxer of all time. And it's interesting because, if it were to happen, it's a fight that everybody would like to see. The best boxer, pound for pound boxer in the world against the best pound for pound MMA fighter in the world. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen because someone like Canelo is not interested in that kind of fight. If it was a Mayweather, I'm sure we'll be talking about when it's going to happen, not if it's going to happen.
Okay, now you took it there for 40 million. That is where to go. Today, when we were growing up, there used to be just WBA and WBC. That is the truth. It is other, and then I think as at that point in time, I think because one of those boxers I think that was in New Zealand or so went to South Africa to go and fight, and he was having another WBC belt. So the African fighters were not fighting for that; they were fighting for WBA and also going through the Commonwealth. And that's like the ABU. They were not fighting the ABU. They were not being ranked. People like John the Beast Mugabe, the Ugandan Azuma Nelson, they have to go through the ABU. But right now you have from there you have the IBF, then WBO, and then we have a lot of world champions everywhere. Then even among them, you have the regional champion, you have the linear champion, you have the unified champion. Now you have the undisputed champion. When Muhammad Ali started fighting, he said, when you win, you're the world champion. But let's talk about that fight, undisputed. How pound for pound, they say he is the best. How much respect does Canelo deserve?
I said this somewhere before, so I'm going to say it again. There's earth, there's wind, there's fire, and there's Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is the force of nature, and it is the sooner that everybody recognizes that, the better for everyone. The man has done things in boxing that a lot of people would ordinarily want on their resume. I know there's an argument about Floyd Mayweather being the greatest boxer of all time. When you consider what Alvarez has done, you now begin to see that Floyd Mayweather is more of a noisemaker than an actual legend. And for everything that Floyd Mayweather achieved, he was never an undisputed champion in any weight category. Never. But for this particular division, it's probably the most stacked, the deepest division in boxing. That's the super welterweight category. And this man unified it in a space of 11 months. Now you were talking about the fact that before there were so many sanctioning bodies. There were just 3 sanctioning bodies: WBA,
WBC, and IBF.
And WBC.
Yes.
Yeah, and IBF. But I think it was in 1988 that the WBO actually became a sanctioning body.
But, yeah.
And even till then, since 1988, nobody has able to unify that super welterweight division by holding all 4 belts. Now, this man has done that in just 11 months, taking 2 of them off Callum Smith, taking 1 of them, the WBO one off.
GG, what did GG? Did he take GGG? Did he take any belt off GGG? No, when he fought
the welterweight, that was
when he fought
yeah, that was in the
GGG.
welterweight division, but this is
Yeah.
but that was in the welterweight division.
Welterweight division, all right.
Division.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So you can see. So now what he has done is incredible. He's now joined a legendary group of 6 Mexican boxers. Now, you know Mexicans, they don't play with their boxers.
At all.
If you're a boxer and a champion in Mexico, you are the closest thing to a living god. And for this man to join a select few of 5 boxers, the likes of Julio Cesar Chavez, Salvador Sanchez, Marquez, I mean, those names, they inspire feats of legend. They just make you, if you're a boxing aficionado, you're probably having goosebumps just hearing these names. Now, this man has joined an elite group of boxers who are undisputed champions in their own time. And say what you will about Canelo Alvarez. The man is a legend, a living legend right now. And he did say that, he wants to probably retire at the age of 37. And he's 32 right now, which means that the world probably has another 5 years to enjoy the phenomenon that Canelo Alvarez is. I mean, I really say that word with emphasis, enjoy, because he's one of the few champions, probably the only champion in boxing right now that fights quite regularly. Canelo can easily fight 3 or 4 times a year.
In a year.
Most champions you see will fight once, maximum 2. And Canelo doesn't duck anyone, doesn't duck any challenge. And that's what makes him such a beloved of everyone on the pay-per-view and boxing purists and boxing neophytes alike.
But I take this off you. My Mayweather got the better of Canelo. Accept that today. Accept that.
Yes.
That the sweet
no doubt about that.
That is the dent. That is the dent. And if it calls for a rematch, Mayweather will not come. I will be his advisor. That is.
So to be honest, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt whatsoever that Floyd Mayweather. But let's be honest, how old was he when he fought Floyd Mayweather? When he was in his 20s, I think it was 23, 24.
Yes,
and
that was.
Honest,
but that was still a brutal. That was a brutal, unbeaten Canelo. He was still young. If you look at the Canelo of then and Canelo of now, there's vast differences between them. And if you ask Canelo himself, I will tell you he would probably agree that he's thankful for losing to Floyd Mayweather because he learned quite a lot. Yeah, what he learned in those 12 rounds with Mayweather, I don't think even his coaches could have taught him in 10 years. He taught him a lot about how to break down the opposition, how not to believe in his own hype, how to stay patient, and how to just identify those key spots whereby you can break down the opposition. After that fight, he became probably the most fearsome body puncher in the business. And that's why you can see I know, just talking about Canelo just continues to, I continue to marvel about just. Okay. Today, let me ask you this. I mean, how good is Plant? I watched that fight from the beginning to the end. I mean, he was not unfazed that he was in the roped square with Canelo, toe, punch up, jab for jab. I mean, for goodness sake, how brave heart.
So I'm sorry. I think I made a mistake earlier on saying that this was the super welterweight division. This is actually the super middleweight division.
Yes.
But for Caleb Plant, you have to give him a lot of credit. He gave Canelo quite some work to do. Figuring him out took all of Canelo's patience and boxing IQ and also his mental acuity as well. So Caleb Plant is a really decent fighter. His jab and his movement was very difficult for Canelo to figure out. But because Canelo has such an excellent coach in Eddie Reynoso, who understood the game plan, who was studying the fight as it progressed, he knew that if he stayed true to the game plan, it was just a matter of when, not if he was going to catch him. And that's why after, I think it was the 7th or 8th round, after some tremendous amount of body punching that he received from Canelo, that jab went away. That jab that was in Canelo's face, that was keeping him busy, that was keeping him figuring out how to go about this fight, it disappeared. So it was a matter of time before Canelo caught him in the 11th round and finished him. And in boxing, there are very few phenomenal finishers like Canelo Alvarez. Once he smells blood, it's over for you. But for Caleb Plant, he can hold his head up high. He gave Canelo a proper test. And I think he will continue to figure very highly in that division. Maybe not by, if Canelo decides to move on to another division, Caleb Plant will definitely be in the running for picking up one of those belts.
I totally agree with you, because I tell you this. First of all, let me go back to what you just said, that when Canelo smells blood, because most boxers, they give you that one punch that rocks you, and they start hitting anyhow. But he took his time. He selected his punches and made sure that 1, 2, by the third one, my guy, the Plant said, let me sleep here. I will come back next time. I will come back. Nigerian boxers, are out there. Do you see them? Of course, AJ is trying to get his rematch back. He's still Nigerian, and some of our other teams. I think what I will do with you is maybe drag you one day, or we'll do this thing. I will look at the potentials of our boxers. Where they are, what they are doing, and what they should be doing. Today it's always a pleasure having you. You always make my day. Thank you very much. Yes, that's Tunde. That's the master himself. When we talk physical, we talk martial arts, we talk the fights. The best pundit you can think of is Tunde Koiki, and he gives it to you. You just see how he just slid that in, and okay, Kamoro made $750,000, and then we're talking about Canelo. Making, and you're talking about, 5 minutes times, times 5 is about 25 minutes, and then he fought for 36 minutes, 12 minutes times 3, but he didn't get there, and he got $40 million. My guy, that is a lot of money. So if anyway, those who manage Kamoro, because Kamoro is more of a puncher. He punches. He doesn't use his legs much, in his UFC fights. He just go over there, knock them down. Get them, those of them with glass jaws, and then they sing some song, get their heads twisting, and then I tell you this: the alerts will be in millions of pounds or millions of dollars, and not in thousands. So we'll get there and we'll see. Like we said, we are going to devote a lot of today's program to the World Cup qualifiers. That's what we want to do. We want to look at Africa. We'll look at, like we said, we'll look at Africa, we'll look at Europe, and we'll also look at South America. Those are the, where it is. But I want to go on a very, very short break. And when we come back, Channel Sport on Sunday continues. Stay with us.
Trying to double the advantage here. And that he does. Sends the keeper the wrong way again. The Super Eagles, 2 goals ahead now. Nigeria winning.
All right, welcome back. I just love it. My guys are in the house. Let me welcome them. Jimmy, welcome to the show.
Pleasure to be here.
Okwe, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, congratulations. You guys won 2-0 yesterday.
Yes, anyhow, we'll take it. No, because if you want to start talking about statistics, yes, it was not the best, but the greatest statistics, we got it. The greatest data was that 3 points, yes. Shot on target, they are not that material at this stage.
I think of recent, Okwe has been more about the results than the aesthetics.
You cannot give what you don't have.
I think also when you consider the fact that we had given this gaffer enough time to give us a team that can string together beautiful football to watch, I would think that people will be more concerned about the outcome rather than the result. The result was not even flattering, especially when you consider the fact that we are playing against Liberia, which we should be
2-0 away.
No, Ken. Let's set the record. We didn't play Monrovia. We didn't play in this city in Liberia. It was a neutral.
Okay. I think we should set the record straight.
We are playing this game. We are playing them with
exactly.
We played them in the neutral top. We are playing Liberia on the neutral top.
And what are the results like?
With all these issues, yes. I think one thing we should give to him is our away record under him has been fantastic.
Okay.
Even in our golden era, the 90s, we were not winning away. We're not winning away.
I think at the end of...
It will not be Sudan away 1-4.
Ken, how many times?
When his career...
No, we do with
Algeria.
Algeria.
When his career is done with Nigeria, at the end of the day, nobody will remember home and away record.
No,
all we remember will be the trophies.
You brought away this thing.
We remember the quality of play.
He has won only 27 out of 52 matches.
Oh.
Only 27. That is just about 52%.
Exactly. And he has lost how many?
He has, I mean
11 or thereabouts.
Yes.
Well, but again, I think 2-0 away.
Of course, you can give that. He won. I'll give that to you. The important thing is first of all win. Definitely. Because I know soon that's what Newcastle will be doing.
You have to go there.
Well, Man, you went 2 years like without. But again, the problem is.
All right, let's start taking the result. You saw the Nigerian match. You saw the Liberia 0-2 Nigeria. But let's take the results and see so that we know, because 10 teams will come out of this group for the final phase, where it will be home and away.
Yeah, the former teams of our coach Niger drawing away at Burkina Faso 1-1, Djibouti losing at home to African champions.
That's destructive. The former teams.
Okay. okay, that is true. The former teams of our coach. And then, since those are
the African champions, 4-0 better than Djibouti.
Look at the demolition.
Okay, let us look at the table. Let us look at the table for that group and see how it is going, because probably there is still one team going on.
So Group A, African champions played 13 points. The Burkinabes are 11 points. Niger 4 points. Djibouti. So the thing is between Algeria and Burkina Faso to present a team. And then the next round of matches, do we have the next round of matches there? So Group B here, Tunisia losing to Equatorial Guinea, Zambia walloping Mauritania 4-0. All right, and then let us look at the... So Tunisia, Equatorial Guinea on 10 points each, Zambia 7, Mauritania 1. So that one also goes to the wire, because it will be Tunisia versus Zambia and Mauritania versus Equatorial Guinea. So it's like, okay, Tunisia at home playing Zambia, which is a bit tricky. Now maybe I think the horse favors Equatorial Guinea. How they are playing away? Yes, even against Mauritania, the Whipping Boys. Okay, but Tunisians are playing at home against Zambia, a very strong team. All right. so that you know the Zambia, they have scorers all over Europe now. Okay. All their players are. Of course. What was that boy? Was it Bata? So that guy has put four. Against Roma. Yes. He's from Zambia. Zambia, yeah. Oh, my God. We move, Ken. We move. This is our group, Cape Verde, 2-1 better than Central African Republic, our conqueror. And then we, Nigerians, doing it in Morocco against the Liberians, 2-0. Yeah, all right. Yeah. So then the Cape Verde, our next group matches, who do we play? Okay, let us look at that. So Liberia at home again in Morocco against Central African Republic. Then Nigeria, Cape Verde.
Tuesday, 6 p.m.
All right. Have we seen? Okay. Have we seen the points where we are? Okay, Nigeria is 12. 12
points.
Cape Verde 10. So we need a draw.
We need a draw, and they need a win.
There lies the problem, Ken. We'll get back to that.
No, we have to discuss this now.
No, because the issue is yes. Ken, you can quote me. Yes. If we have the normal conservative role, yes, we'll lose that match 2-0. Because I saw the first match. We won that match. I expect Nigeria to enter this match, yes, show caution to the win, and press the Cavadian. In Lagos on Tuesday. Yes, because if we press them from the first minute, we will win this match by nothing less than 4-0. But if we go into this match with the same defensive mindset of we will lose this match 2-0.
And we have seen our defensive pair; they have not really been up to.
Was that why he went for a Igalo and said, okay, probably I can have this up front, probably somebody can talk it away?
Well, Igalo had proven himself at club and country level. He had proven that he had delivered for Raw, and naturally he wants someone that would deliver for him. So I can't fault him for that, because at the expense of players like Awoni, you think that's not a good decision. But Raw is going to take the stick for whatever happens, so we have to just give him that.
So this is who I know.
This is who I know. This is who I'm comfortable with, because you look at the likes of Onuachu. Onuachu had not been able to do it for Raw, or Raw had not been able to give Onuachu playing time enough to, unearth Onuachu as a player that he could really use. But using Osimhen and Hialo, I'm sure he has his own mindset that, look, these are the players that I know. These are the ones I'm comfortable with. And even if we were a friendly, you see Raw use his own players, the same set of players that we know he always uses.
Okay, they say it to me. I can only concur. I just echo whatever they are saying. Raw, please attack. Attack and attack. That is the way, because I saw those Keveda. They beat Liberia home and away, both with their natural home and unnatural home.
Yes.
They collected those points from Liberia, so it wasn't as if they.
So you probably be expecting a 4-2-4 where you throw it all, at them, throw it against them, let them come out, attack them from the very first minute, like Okwe has said. Very, very important, very key.
Okay,
because you are at home.
All right, let's move to Group D. That's Group C, where we belong. We'll come back to that when we open the lines. We shall be, you guys shall tell us what you want Raw to do and our chances when the Cape Verdeans come to Lagos and play them at the Teslim Balogun Stadium on Tuesday. All right, this is Group D, and their opponents are there.
Again, Mozambique 3-0. Malawi losing at home to next AFCON host Cameroon 4-0.
So it is Cameroon.
Advantage Cameroon.
The battle of the Francophones.
Exactly.
So it will be Mozambique against Malawi, then Cameroon, Ivory Coast, the Francophone.
That is what?
That's the cracker.
Cameroon,
a tough cracker.
A winner takes all.
This group and the other group, Ghana East, is where you see that these two teams dropping off at this stage, not even at the final stage. It's not doing good for Africa. Because I would love to see these are traditional teams that when they represent Africa, even if they are playing Brazil or whatever, they are playing a good team coming out of Africa. So it will be between Cote d'Ivoire and Cameroon. Somebody goes home.
Winner takes all.
And winner takes all. There are no third best when you at this particular level. When you are true, you are true. When you are out, okay.
Yes,
sir. All right, let's go to the next. Let's check to the next group. That should be Group E, and that is where you have Mali, Uganda. Okay, but this is the
Malians in Kigali. The president always talks about Arsenal, but this is his team losing 3-0 at home.
Okay.
Uganda against Kenya, 1-0 draw.
Rwanda is playing like
why are you like this? Because the truth is, I'm just looking at the table now and seeing Rwanda at one point. And this guy, they sponsor Arsenal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Visit Rwanda.
Yeah.
That is what Arsenal wears.
Yes.
And they have stolen a match on the African continent when it comes to sponsorship opportunities and how they have been able to exploit it.
Mali has qualified.
Mali has qualified.
No matter if Uganda wins 10 million. So let's go to the next group. Mali has qualified. So Rwanda will come back next time. And probably when they train at Emirates, they might get better. I love the country. Anyway, very beautiful country. So let's move on.
Angola played a 2-2 draw with Egypt.
Yeah.
And Gabon defeated Libya 1-0.
All right.
Another Arsenal touch.
Yeah.
Aubameyang getting that goal.
Aubameyang, but it's all come to naught because Egypt has qualified. Let's go to the table. Let's go to the table and see, because Egypt are ahead of 11 points.
So the host of Egypt 11 points.
So
they cannot be caught
Gabon,
anymore.
Libya, and Angola live to fight another day. And Angola were the people that denied us going to the World Cup in 2006.
And the two Nations Cup co-hosts in the past.
And Egypt, I think Egypt hosted that 2006 Nations AFCON. Yes, Egypt hosted AFCON in 2006.
Okay, Angola
denied us going to the World Cup in 2006. I don't like this group.
And Gabon, 1989, we lost in Libreville.
Those are there. No. Let's go. Let's leave this group. Can we go to the next one?
And Libya 82.
Libya 82. Our worst Nations Cup outing. Even as defending champion, we have something against every team.
Everything.
So let's go to the next one. Let's move on. Walai, this one is not it too.
So
Group G.
South Africa defeated. No, the fixtures. Zimbabwe will be playing against
Zimbabwe and Ethiopia.
Ghana will be playing against South Africa. And South Africa, 13 points. Ghana, 10 points. Ethiopia, 4. Zimbabwe, 1. And it's down to the wire. South Africa, they are at top with 13 points.
Yes.
They didn't start these qualifiers well.
Yes.
But here they are. 13 points. And then they say winner takes it all against Ghana in Accra. What happens?
I give to the Ghanaians.
The South Africans
they have a draw to
they have
play
a
for.
coach. They have a good the new coach they have.
Yes.
I went through his resume. I think that guy is good.
But I think Okpa is saying he's giving it to the Ghanaians. But I would think that the South Africans, knowing they have a draw to play for, they probably will play conservative football.
Put only pow. Just put him
just to prepare them.
The Ghanaians, they are not a bad side. It's a team that can rise up to the occasion.
I give it to the South Africans. I think they have all to play for, and getting a draw cannot be too difficult for them. The South Africans seem to be on the rise, whether it's been about male football or female football.
The way they came to Bobo, you guys in Lagos.
You don't have to remember.
Everything because these days.
Don't forget these things.
When you get this administratively, perfect.
Beating Nigeria in female football is not a mark of arrival.
Then or now.
But everything then or now.
Well, we saw them at the Olympics.
Exactly.
And they did well.
Exactly.
What is that girl's name in Gatlana?
Gatlana.
Oh, she's good. She's good. But Asisat is better.
Group H.
All right, let's go to Group H. Let's go to Group H. What results are we having there in Group H?
So the feared Senegalese are going to
Senegal has already qualified.
Chairman.
Yes. Let's look at Group H. Senegal has qualified already. So Togo, Namibia,
Senegal 1-1. In fact, a group of draw. Congo, Namibia 1-1.
Yes.
But the Senegalese with 13 points. Others
are in 5 points.
You
see, if you add the three, if you add all three, you have 15 points.
Senegal you have 13 points.
5-5-3.
You have 13 points.
Exactly. You see,
it's almost cantab.
No. Senegal has 13 points. The other 3 teams have 13 points. This is what Nigeria should be doing.
Yeah, but again, that should not be the reason why we should be saying we should start avoiding the Senegalese, the Algerians. Because I recall our first World Cup, we're in the same group with the Algerians and the Ivorians. Incidentally, both teams were the last 2 winners of AFCON.
Yes.
Algerians in 90, Cote d'Ivoire in 92, but we massacred both teams and went to US.
To be the best, you have to beat the best.
So
I don't think talk of avoiding any national team should.
It is better we qualify. See, when you want to qualify, just qualify. Don't go and ask for Senegal.
When we won the Nations Cup in 2013, everybody hoped that we would avoid Cote d'Ivoire. What happened? We defeated them.
That is 2013.
But again, the Senegalese is a team yet to win the AFCON.
Maybe because I'm getting old, my liver is not as it used to be. I just want to if I can make the choice, I won't pick Senegal, please. I won't pick Mane. For what? I thought we played. Okay, Algeria would put that sent us at that time.
On the day our boys will step up.
Okay, all right. Okay, Senegal has qualified anyway. So let's go to the next one again. That's another group again that is,
Group I. Yes. Sudanese losing to Morocco 3-0. Guinea-Bissau, Battle of the Guineas. Goalless.
Look at Morocco.
You see, Guinea or whether it is Guinea or Guinea-Bissau, same.
Same as Sudan too.
So if
add all that points, it's still not enough.
All of them are on 11 points.
Morocco is on 15 points.
That is how to dominate a group.
I see, when you see Morocco, you see Senegal, you are supposed to be seeing Nigeria now.
But the Moroccans, the Eagles will feast.
We were with Kevad,
Liberia, we struggled. And we are talking of do or die affair.
Tuesdays here.
Okay, let's go to the final group. That is still a little bit the grandest the group H.
Very dicey.
The J, that is last group.
Madagascar losing to Benin.
2-0.
Congo.
DR Congo went away to beat Tanzania 0-3.
Tanzania without Munich.
Okay.
Even DR Congo is defeating teams like this.
So DR Congo hosting Benin will be the most likely winner takes all because they are on Benin on 10 points.
Benin needs a draw.
Congo on 8 points.
Benin needs a draw.
Tanzania can still qualify.
And DR Congo are playing home.
Okay, Tanzania cannot qualify. They cannot qualify
yes,
because it's straight between
Benin and DR Congo.
Yeah, because a draw gives Benin 11 points, which is ahead of them. A win gives DR Congo 11 points. So whichever result that is going to happen here, they are out. So it is between Benin and
another winner takes all. So we have about 4 winner takes all. South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Cape Verde, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Congo, Ivory Coast, Cameroon.
Okay.
So winner takes all in 4 centers. That makes it exciting.
All right, winner takes all in all centers, and those who have qualified. So those are the teams that have qualified from Africa into the second round. Though they've not gone to the World Cup. so let's talk that. While we are taking this, also want you guys to open the lines so that you guys can join the discussion. But keep it brief. When you call now, we don't want to just make it maximum 60 seconds, 120, and 90 seconds, so that we can have enough time to talk, and other callers can also come in. What do you think Nigeria should do against Cape Verde on Tuesday, right here at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Sports City, Surulere, here in Lagos? So you let us know what you wanted to do. Are you saying us going all out attack? Want to be conservative? Make sure that maybe hit them on a counter. Because that's what cares. In fact, yesterday, Central African Republic scored Cape Verde.
Exactly.
Before the Cape Verde came
and it
back.
seemed we were on a very comfortable run at that point in time. But immediately they equalized and also scored another goal. It was back to what we are talking about.
Okay, now we're calculating. We're pointing calculator now.
No, but
no more games.
We still have
There is no more games to spend.
We have our destiny in our hands. But again, no, we have our destiny in the hands of Ura.
Yeah, okay. Our destiny in the hands of
Yes,
Ura.
in the hand of the coach,
not
in our hands anymore.
All right, while we are waiting your calls, let us just go straight to South America and see what's happening in CONMEBOL, because, like I said, since the inception of the World Cup in 1930 in Uruguay, only one team, the best World Cup team in the world, the best footballing nation in the world, Brazil, and they've qualified again. They are already in Qatar. In Africa here, we are saying, okay, we can go, or we can either, anybody can go. And we are talking about even going to the next stage where we have to do a draw. And we say we pray to avoid Morocco, or avoid Algeria, avoid Senegal, and then maybe we can take others. That may probably Cameroon or Ghana, any of them, we can take them. But then Brazil have qualified, and they've gone. This means that every World Cup, they are there. Ame, how are you? Oh, Ileife. I love Ileife. How are you? Ame, how are you? Are you there? Hello, Ame, how are you? Hello, go on.
Hello.
You are true to us. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Okay. By now, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. By now, Super Eagles is supposed to be the first country to have qualified.
Okay.
Although we thank God for what they did in Morocco. So we expect them to win at least 4 goals so that we can celebrate points and pray for the next stage against World Cup. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you, Ame. So let's see whether they will do that on Tuesday against the Cape Verdeans. Thank you very much. Okay, let us go to CONMEBOL. The calls as they're coming in, we'll still take your calls and see what is happening because, like we said, Brazil has qualified.
Yes, you see, when we talk about how to dominate,
yes,
we call from 1934. The first time the Brazilians will even lose a qualification match was against Bolivia. That's when everybody started talking about the high altitude. That was around 94.
Yeah.
And again, they've done it in with about 6 matches to go. They've done it, 34 points.
And when you consider I think it's also only Colombia that taken off points from them. And when they scored, they were very, very excited. You look at the pass from Marquinhos to Neymar to Paqueta, the way they scored, they were all delirious with happiness. And naturally so, because Brazil has shown that, they are comfortable with the team. They have shown that the team, the composure is there, and they are delighted about the output. The quality of the play is fantastic as usual. Because there was a time, okay, maybe there had been complaints about the team just struggling to win games. But right now, you can see the quality of play. They are ever confident when they go out there. And that's the result of what we are seeing. Ever dominant. And that's what Nigeria at this point should be doing. We can't be saying we are giants of Africa where we are struggling with the likes of Cape Verde, Liberia, and Sierra.
Okay, let's hear from Hope. Hello, Hope. How are you?
Shaka.
Hope, how are you? Is Hope there?
Hope for Nigeria.
Hope 2021. Are you there?
Okay. What I'm talking about is if Super Eagles should be careful. Because if the same person Balogu,
Central African Republic. All right. We just had it. We picked the point there that they should be careful because that means it's once beaten twice.
South Africa also tongued us at Uyo.
Yeah, at Uyo. That was no.
So we should be careful everywhere.
No, you know why I love that? You know why I love that South African when they beat us?
Yeah.
You know, before the Raw was saying, if you are playing in China, if you are playing in lower league, if you are playing in NPFL, you are not going to make his team. I'm having young blood.
One of the attributes of a fantastic coach is to be flexible.
Yeah, he became flexible. The moment they beat us in Uyo, he called Uganda. He went to China. He kept everywhere. All of you come back. See, sometimes these things make you laugh. You understand?
No, Ken, there is no, in football, one thing I've realized is you cannot be too rigid. And I keep going back to examples of what happened, I think, was it 20, the Nations Cup where Chuku took us to
that's 2004. Yeah, 2004.
Yes. Now, what happened is that, I think it was Tunisia. Yes.
2004, yeah.
Now, we had a situation where these 3 players broke camp through, and they were decammed before one was recalled.
Exactly.
And I said, look, if it was a Jide, a Tafia, and a Yamada broke camp, what would have happened?
Okay, the three
goalkeepers. So, you have to be flexible.
Ken, I have a question for me. How flexible has Mourinho been?
See, I think... Jimmy, let's look at
I'm
this
not trying to unsettle you.
You can't compare a serial winner with someone who has not won anything.
Okay.
Who do we have on the line?
Bassi.
Is that Bassi? Okay. Hello. Is that Tracy? Hello, yeah. Go on. What is happening to the lines?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Well, I believe we will win Cape Verde.
Okay.
But the truth is that even though we beat Cape Verde,
yes,
we do not have a solid team.
Why is it the attack that is not solid on the
midfield? Can beat teams. And at the same time, I want to warn that you should not underrate Cape Verde.
Cape Verde, yeah.
Because it is also a strong team.
Okay. And you are living there, you are that Ishaga. You can stroll from Ishaga to Teslim. I mean, it's not far now. Is it? It's not far. Abi? Is it Jesha? Okay, Jesha. From Jesha to Sule to Teslim is not far now. Is it not? It's not the same Sule there. It's the same now. Abi?
Yeah.
Are you still there?
And well, we should look at our midfield.
Okay. Your line is breaking. Yeah, it's not flowing. Probably you should try and call back. Eh? Okay, are you still there? Can you just pay me or move away from where you are? Probably that is why I'm not hearing you very well.
Yeah, Cape Verde is a good team.
All right.
Like I said, we should not underrate them.
Okay. We won't. All right.
Okay. Like I said.
Go on.
Yeah, also a very good team.
All right.
Most of their players are playing in Portugal and also in the Spanish La Liga.
All right. Okay. So they are professionals. In Laza, we used to call it. All right. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you very much. He says they are experienced and they are playing in good league, so they are quality. All right.
On national team football, international football has been
okay. When you are the coach of the Nigerian team and you are playing against any team in Africa, on the African continent, it will be a sporting crime for you to underrate any team when you are the coach of the Nigerian team. Okay. And I say because most times it looks like the way our boys play, they are not as aggressive as they should be when they play against African opposition.
Okay, let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll see that we have to first qualify from Africa before we can play against foreign opposition. It's Channel Sport on Sunday. Just stay with us. Okay, you're welcome back. It is a Channel Sport on Sunday, and we are still looking at Is it the road to Qatar? There are too many roads. We're trying to look at what is out here. I will ask you, because we create a segment on this show on the Qatar World Cup 20. Of course, it's a Winter World Cup. It's a Christmas World Cup. I think the finals will come about a week or so before Christmas. In 2020, you know.
And serious FAs already, they profile their leagues fixtures.
Yes.
And I keep saying that if other football leagues as efficient, the administrator as efficient or inefficient as ours, there will be no football worldwide.
That is true, because if other leagues are
if
not...
we are using the Nigerian template.
That template. No league will be on by now. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, are you hearing me?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Go on now, go on.
Hello?
Oh, go on, oh, go on.
What am I speaking? And
Yes.
peace. Come on. Nigeria will call it. I believe that one. And I believe. Secondly, I want to why you supporters. The whole thing in the book for say, you never say, you don't say the book to me. What? Is a real fans of channel television. I want you to use this opportunity to please pray for the man. His mother shoes are one. Please, he's best for that. He really died too much. For the sick, mother shoes are one. That's more. Please, I want you to use this opportunity to pray for him. You always listen to this.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, no problem. I will pray for him. I will pray that the Lord intervenes, and then his healing hands be upon him. Thank you, Owo. I will pray he gets up and walk, and even run and fly. Huh? Thank you very much, Owo. We'll do that. Okay, we were saying that six teams have qualified already for the World Cup. They're not going to the next round or whatever. They are ready. In fact, right now they were preparing. They will go and look for the hotel they will stay, with the cities. Yeah, I pray that if we get this city, this hotel, we are going to.
They will go for facility tour.
They go facility.
No. Yes, Ken, knowing the Germans.
Why do we always have this ceremony?
Ken, knowing what the Germans, what they normally do.
Yes.
This your facility tour, they will do it and create a German village. Wherever they will stay.
Yeah, that is.
So they wake up every day, it's like they are still in Germany. That's what they do.
The ambassador there, and they have. That is why they have.
Trust me, Ken, they will commercialize it, and it will be used to generate revenue. That experience will be there. They will create the experience. That's what sports marketing is about.
But just let us qualify. There'll be
more of ambush marketing.
Representative of the presidency, representative of the National Assembly, representative of the minister, women of the market, everybody will go. It's a jamboree. They want to go and visit. All right, let's talk about Raji. How are you, Raji?
From Kaduna.
Ken, how are you? Good afternoon.
Fine, Raji. How is Kaduna?
Fine, no problem.
Yeah, Kochi.
Nigeria is going to qualify.
Thank you.
I'm not happy with the way we are playing so far. We cannot parade this array of players. Then our opponent goalkeeper will not be on duty. I'm not happy at all. I was expecting our opponent player, goalkeeper, to be on duty.
Okay.
But in fact, throughout the duration of the game, the goalkeeper was resting. So, at least, what I'm expecting the coach to do is to, unleash an attack that will enhance or to make sure that our opponent goalkeeper is on duty. Let him be on duty for us to know that, yes, we are really playing. Throughout the game yesterday, you can see the goalkeeper was resting, not on one or two occasions when the ball gets to his area.
So he now wrestled their players and got penalty.
Let our opponent know that, yes, they are playing a team that, in fact, our players are almost playing all over the world. The caliber of players we are parading, our opponents should be fearing us. Yeah, not that they should be, bring the attacking. You can see that our goalkeeper was on duty now. Yes. Because the Liberians are attacking us more than the way we are attacking them. We are only in our house knocking this ball around. But we are not threatening their defense. If we are threatening their defense, their goalkeeper will be on duty. But there was something like that. Have a nice day, Ken.
All right, thank you, Raji.
France defeated Kazakhstan 8-0. Germany, Liechtenstein,
So
9-0.
Let's take the European result. Let's take the European results. Let's select a result that we have there because something happened yesterday. He scored his first hat trick and topped it on 4 years ago. Is it 2018? I expected him to be the World Footballer of the Year. He achieved with his club and
with the
country.
Club and country.
Even if it was that, they probably thought he was too young.
He was too young, yeah.
So Mbappe has come of age, and yesterday
scoring 4 goals. Wow.
And those goals were spectacular. His second goal, there was this pull out from Coleman, and I tell you, he knew where he was putting the ball. He jumped up, he got it there. I tell you, football.
And the way they enjoy themselves playing is instructive.
Then the French fans, the energy from the fans.
The feel good factor. Pogba was not even there.
The feel good factor. Where is it?
I
when
think
it comes to Nigerian football, it's missing.
The French were better yesterday without, because I was switching between the French game and the Dutch game.
I wish Raji called before. I would have asked Raji if he watched that match. Can we get a European result if it is there? Let us see what happened because, like he said, he has already got some at France 8-0
the Irish
against Kazakhstan.
Drawing against the Portuguese. Put Portugal. They are dreaming Albanians. They have to wait against their last match against the Serbians. Then Azerbaijan losing at home to Luxembourg 3-1.
Wow. Okay, and we have Portugal and Serbia 17 points. Yes. That is going to the wire.
So winner takes all.
Winner takes all.
Takes automatic sport.
Automatic sport.
Yeah.
I think you have automatic sport
Europe,
for the European
playoffs.
All right, Patrick, let's go straight to Enugu because Patrick is there. Hello, Pat. How are you? Hello, Pat. Are you there?
I'm hearing you now.
Okay, let's hear you. Just go on.
Please, I watched the match yesterday. I don't think I'm not happy with what we played yesterday.
Why?
Because I don't know whether you know what because you see our boys playing like as if they are weak. I don't know what is going on there.
Maybe they don't have enough time to train, but right now probably they have enough time to train.
The Liberia are attacking us. They always dominate us in the first half. I saw what the kind of mistake I was going to make and Moses Simon. Those guys didn't play the way we expected them to play.
Okay. Let's see, because probably we are playing home and then a more compact team with some additions. Like we said, he invited the Halo. Halo didn't play that match. Maybe it was for this match he invited him in.
So, I don't know whether that man is enough to handle our national team.
He's been here for 6 years. In fact, by August, somebody pointed out to me that at August, he became the longest serving coach of the Super Eagles ever. No coach has spent as much time coaching the team as General Turo. No coach. He is the longest serving coach in the history of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Right from Red Devils to Green Eagles to Super Eagles. He is.
Voila.
All right.
No coach has handled the Eagles on the back of 2 Nations Cup miss. So that means he has also done something.
No. Before Keshi, didn't we miss two Nations Cup?
I think it was one.
No.
It was 2?
We missed one. We missed one. We're not there when Zambia
I don't even think it's a criteria. It should not be a criteria.
No, we're not there. No, I'm just letting you so that we can know where our football was when it came.
No. It was more about sabotage. It was more about sabotage. It was not about the playing quality, the quality of the players, or whether we had anything set up that could allow a coach not do his job well.
Tony Kazubo said Nations Cup was our birthright. And from there, we went to semi-final was given for the Nigerian team. And from this Olympian height, we're not even qualified for the Nations Cup.
We missed the Nations Cup. Doesn't mean that you set it as the criteria.
A team that didn't qualify for the Nations Cup
and won the Nations Cup.
Yes.
So and after that, we failed to qualify for the Nations Cup.
And won the Nations Cup. What are we talking about?
Yes, he has been there for 6 years, but
nobody has had the time. The resources that he has had
to form
a team.
Going back from Onigude, that we asked for 2 balls and get one.
So let the facts be said that he is the longest. These are facts.
Yes.
He is the longest serving coach of Nigerian national team.
And he has given us more smiles away from home than any national team coach.
See, which one is it? Why are you talking about
away? We have laughed more away from home.
Okay, how many trophies has he won?
Okay.
How has our football changed? What exactly has changed?
Well has competed for 2 trophies.
Yes.
One World Cup, 1 Nations Cup.
Okay. And has he done better than the local coaches that
no doubt he has not.
So what are you talking about?
Okay. Who do we have?
Fabile,
how are you? Hello, Fadile. Is it Fadile? Fadile, oh. Fabile. Hello. Are you there? We are waiting. Okay. It's like we can't hear from you.
But okay, when Patrick called from Enugu, I just realized, I think it's been lost if Eagles played in Enugu, 1993.
He wanted to go back.
I just,
go back to Calabar?
No, 93. Our last first elimination round against the Congolese. We won to where we fight was over.
A long one.
See,
not even Port Harcourt.
The Eagles play where we have sport-loving governors.
Ken, Enugu is in the
That's usually our open speech.
Our community will come out and will thank the governor. So it depends. So that is just the thing. All right. I thought we have some the other results, but like we're saying, these are the Terra qualified.
And the Uruguayans is looking very dicey for them. You have 4 automatic
being traditional.
Did we get that? Okay, the group, the Comebol group.
Yeah, Brazil on 34
Brazil,
points.
yeah.
All right,
Argentina on 28.
Let's take Mike first. Hello, Mike. Hello, Mike. How are you?
Hello?
Hello, Mike. Go on.
Good afternoon, Braken.
Good afternoon, Mike. How are you?
I'm fine with other guys there. Good. I greet all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
good afternoon.
Speaking, this is our next match.
Yes.
I'm speaking in respect of this our match.
Go on.
This match.
Yes.
Our uncle, please, so let him be focused. Well, remember there was a time we were playing 1 World Cup. We are thinking about the next, and we eliminated. Other Paraguay defeated us.
Yes.
Because we are all there already.
Them man beat us.
The issue is, up till now, we don't have strikers problem. We don't have strikers problem. I don't know why if you call back Igalo, but fine, he has brought him in. And the problem I'm having is nobody's crossing the ball again. He has first no number 10. No number 10.
I think I
nobody.
agree with
no,
you there.
It's Okota left. We are managing Aribo, managing the other guy, Okota cousin. No way. How can you spend 10 years? We don't have number 1.
No, it's 6 years. He has spent 6 years. It's not 10 yet.
What can you spend 6 years? We don't have number 1.
Okay.
We don't know our number 1 keeper.
I think Okoye.
We don't know who is our regular number 1 keeper. We don't know who is number 10. We don't have the strict line of defense we presume to have.
We have the Igbo wall.
Daniel calling today. Tomorrow use our next tomorrow use
Mike, spare. Mike, you guys should spare him.
Nigeria is known with a system of we cross our ball. We cross our ball and we attack. I bet.
We play.
All right, thank you, Mike. We'll let him know. Thank you very much, Mike.
I was talking about we play 4-4-2.
We don't have a playmaker.
No, I don't want
the way
to
he
agree.
uses
I think
Aribo.
the problem with that is that.
All right, this is what we're asking of. You're talking about Uruguay, not
so we have the four automatic slots. Then the 5th team gets to play in the playoff. The team from Asia. Now, so Brazil has taken 1 spot, so we have 3 spots left. Now, Argentina most likely to take Ecuador. Chile.
Chile.
Now, Colombia is in the last automatic spot. So there's big problem because you guys lost at home to the Argentines.
Yes,
1-0.
Yes,
So now they'll get to face Bolivia in La Paz.
They are playing, I think they're
No, against Bolivia. That is, you guys are playing the Bolivians in La Paz.
Okay.
That is another artifact. That should be
I think they still have enough time, okay? Except, of course, you are looking at the trend, the way they are playing.
They have 5 matches because look at them, they have 8 points advantage. If they pick one more, if they pick 3 more points, that takes them at 31, which is the maximum that Chile.
No, he is even talking about Uruguay. He's not talking about Argentina. All Argentina needs to do is to win and pray that the likes of Colombia, Chile, they don't win at all.
Okay. All right, so that is the thing. So, all right, Donald, how are you? Hello, Donald.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
It's Bernard.
I know. How are you? I say Nugu.
Yeah, Nugu is fine. Cool.
All right, go on, Donald.
Okay, just want to contribute. Our coach, our super ego. What I saw yesterday, a bunch of talent, but nothing to show for it. So I advise our coach. So let's not be like Lampard. We have one of the best squads in Europe now, Nigeria. Our team, they are in a better team in Europe, and they are playing well. So what can they showcase the same team in Nigeria? All of them are. So our coach, if he cannot handle that job, let him throw the towel, let another person come. See, if you want to play Brazil, or if you are playing Argentina, or if you are playing Libya, Morocco, or Algeria, is it what we are supposed to be doing? So let him do the work. If he cannot do the work, please let another person come. He can't take us to World Cup, even if you qualify us. Let another person come because this is not what they're going to do in the World Cup. That's my contribution. Thank you very much.
Don't go anywhere. Are you a Chelsea fan?
No, Arsenal.
But why were you talking about Lampard? How does that concern you?
You have a good English, but don't know how to use it.
And then, but it's not your club. So you're talking about your own club. So,
no, you said like Lampard, like.
Okay, very soon he will make you say good evening.
No, you look for trouble. You were talking about apply Mekaiba. You were talking about Mekaiba. That I just come in Enugu. I'm going to do Enugu Rangers. You just left the fellow team. All right, guys, we are leaving. But we're taking some letter, but we can't. There is a MBBF. We talked about it the other time. This time there was a letter from the secretary to Engineer Kida and said, look, let us have our kits. And that is the letter. We are prosecuting a match. Can we have the kits? And then the Kida replied and said,
you should know better.
You should know better. You guys are owing me 6 million.
Now what we had at peace and peace.
What
no complete.
You understand?
And FIBA has given us till November 30th.
And FIBA now says go
to celebrate our electoral congress.
Yeah, so the FIBA says I learned some FIBA guys are in town.
They are around, and some of these other guys are not willing to meet with them.
Yeah.
It looks like they are taking the side.
So let us see what is happening. That is the letters.
So seasons of letters again.
Seasons of letters. But we shall give you by his grace will come back.
Again, the father of sports in the country has it all to do to ensure there is proper reconciliation and we can move forward.
All right, okay.
Yeah, Ken, nobody envisaged the Twitter ban. So let's assume there is a ban on foreign football in Nigeria. Football will be there. So let's start our league.
Okay. He said if there is no foreign football, if there is no football in Morocco, there's no football in if everybody's like Nigeria, there will be no football in the world. But then, of course, we can still do kickboxing and do karate. I'm Ken Ochonogo. Have a very blessed Sunday.